about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Did it here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Griffin. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Lions' 39-yard line.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Steps away to his left. Room here to run. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations.
Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
6-6, pull it high.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
2. Lock.
Right back to Sanders on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check 3.
21.
Tighten up.
11.
Check 26.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, gun.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get him.
Hey, seam 6.
56, Mike, 57.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after one on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch. He's checking. Crack.
Now a carry for Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
21. Here we go.
Lucky. Tight dog.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
I got you. 955. Hey, eat. 3 bucks.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Flushed out right, and this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Griffin. Throwing left side, it's complete. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. On 1st down, Barkley. Past the A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 43 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
You got that right there. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Focus, defense, focus.
Now Griffin. Forced out to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, gun.
Check 55 to Mike.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
13.
Back.
Slack. Recon, 132 fighter. Slack. Hey, Delta.
Mark 55. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Dustin Hopkins on 40.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Bravo.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Takk McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Takk McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his leg. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Man, I got you.
65. Hey, alert! 61, matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
13. Blue draw quarters.
Hatchet. Check 43.
21. Here we go.
Hey, check 24.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let him know.
Hey, high 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
I got him. 11. Buzz. I got this.
Mike, 56. All day, baby, all day. Mike, 56.
Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
T.J. Hawkinson, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun.
56. Mike, 56.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Marr able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Here we go. 180. Lock.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Another run with Sanders. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
11.
Brings up third down.
65.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Watch the air.
21. Check. 11. 6.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
12.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
56, Mike 56. Here we go.
White.
No. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's get this ball.
Another run here with Sanders.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
You can't block me.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That's good for our Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike 55.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
21.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, check right. Watching your guy. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
First down, Redskins.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. Looking for the ends. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, gun.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. On the catch, it's Crowder. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go again with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions were able to draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Say.
They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. Now Griffin. And he finds McLaurin. 30. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. Washington. Terry McLaurin. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Number 19 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the interception, here's Griffin. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.